Fresh off the biggest title of her young career, Eala is bringing serious momentum into one of the biggest stages in women's tennis. After capturing her maiden WTA Tour crown at the DC Open, the Filipino tennis star now turns her attention to the Canadian Open in Toronto, where she is set to continue her rise against American Alycia Parks in the round of 64 on Thursday, 8:10 a.m. Manila time, at Center Court. For Eala, this next match is more than just another early round meeting in a major tournament. It is another chance to prove that her breakthrough in Washington was not a one-time surge, but the start of something bigger. At just 21 years old, she has already turned heads across the tennis world with the way she has handled pressure, powered through strong opposition, and delivered some of the most impressive performances of her season. Her journey to this point has been nothing short of historic. In recent weeks, Eala has been playing the best tennis of her career, building on her standout run at Wimbledon and then following it up with a memorable title run in Washington. There, she stunned some of the biggest names in the sport, including world number 3 Jessica Pegula in the final, to claim a landmark WTA 500 crown. That victory immediately changed the conversation around her. It was no longer just about promise or potential. It was about results, composure, and the ability to win against elite competition. Now ranked world number 20, Eala arrives in Toronto with confidence, form, and belief on her side. She also comes in as the 25th seed in this WTA 1000 hardcourt tournament, earning a first-round bye and setting up a highly anticipated clash with Parks, who is looking to spoil the Filipinas' momentum. There is also a layer of intrigue surrounding this matchup. Parks is no stranger to Eala. In fact, the American was the player who defeated her in the opening round of the Australian Open last January. That loss still stands as one of the more difficult moments in Eala's season, as Parks overpowered her 6-0, 3-6, 2-6 in Melbourne. But a lot has changed since then. Back in January, Eala was still chasing consistency at the highest level. She was still trying to turn flashes of brilliance into full-scale breakthroughs. Since that loss, she has clearly done exactly that. She has grown sharper, stronger, and more comfortable against the game's toughest players. What once was a painful early exit is now a chance at redemption, and the timing could not be better for the Filipino ace. Her recent performances show just how far she has come. In Washington, Eala did not just survive difficult matches. She dominated stretches of them. She rallied past Olympic gold medalist Zheng Qinwen, outlasted defending champion Leylah Fernandez in the early rounds, and then swept past second seed Elina Svitolina and four-time Grand Slam winner Naomi Osaka in the quarterfinal and semifinal, respectively. Those victories were not just impressive on paper. They showed her resilience, her shot-making, and her maturity under pressure. Then came the final against Jessica Pegula, where Eala once again showed why so many fans are starting to believe in her as a future force in women's tennis. After dropping the first set 4-6, she responded like a seasoned champion, taking the next two sets 6-4, 6-0 to complete the comeback and secure the biggest title of her career. It was the kind of performance that announced her arrival on a much bigger stage. That is why many observers now see her as the heavy favorite against Parks in Toronto. But in tennis, especially at the WTA 1000 level, nothing is ever handed out easily. Parks has already shown that she can be dangerous, and her opening round win over qualifier Victoria Casanseva, 6-4, 6-4, suggests she has arrived in Toronto ready to compete. Parks has a powerful game and the ability to dictate rallies when she is in rhythm. Against Eala, that means the Filipino star will need to stay disciplined from the first ball. She will have to absorb the pace, defend well when needed, and continue doing what has made her successful in recent tournaments. Staying calm, trusting her shot selection, and finding the right moments to attack. For Eala, the challenge is not just about talent. It is about sustaining the level she has reached in recent weeks. Players who make a breakthrough often face the next challenge of proving they can back it up. Toronto is one of those tests. A strong run here would reinforce her status as one of the fastest rising names in the women's game. A stumble, on the other hand, would be a reminder of how brutal and unpredictable the tour can be. Still, the signs are encouraging. Eala has shown that she can win in different ways. She can grind out points when matches become physical. She can raise her level against top-ranked opposition. And perhaps most importantly, she now seems to carry herself with the confidence of someone who belongs in these moments. That confidence will be especially important in a rematch like this. Players often remember losses, and Parks likely remembers her win in Melbourne as well. But the difference now is that Eala has already made the leap from promising young player to proven champion. She is no longer simply learning how to compete on the big stage. She is starting to control it. The Canadian Open also gives her another opportunity to improve on last year's result. In Montreal, she bowed out in the round of 128 after losing to Marketa Vondrousova, 6-3, 1-6, 2-6. That early exit is part of the backdrop to this week's campaign. Toronto is a new venue, a new draw, and a new chance to rewrite the story. If Eala gets past Parks, her path will not get any easier. She would move on to face either Wimbledon champion Linda Noskova or American Katie McNally in the second round. Both are capable opponents who would test her in different ways. But for now, all attention is on the opening hurdle. In tournaments like this, the first match often sets the tone for everything that follows. The good news for Filipino fans is that Eala has been delivering under pressure all season long. Every time the stage gets bigger, she seems to respond with even more belief. She has become a source of pride not only because she wins, but because of the manner in which she wins, with courage, poise, and the kind of fearlessness that makes her easy to root for. There is also something special about the timing of her rise. Filipino sports fans have watched her grow from a rising junior standout into a genuine WTA force. Each milestone feels bigger because it comes with the weight of history and the hope of a nation that has long looked for a tennis star capable of breaking through at this level. With every victory, Eala is not just building her own legacy. She is helping redefine what is possible for Philippine tennis. And that is what makes this Canadian Open match so compelling. It is not only about whether she wins or loses against Alycia Parks. It is about whether she can continue a momentum that has already carried her from breakout prospect to title winner. It is about whether she can keep proving that her success in Washington was the product of real growth, not just a temporary hot streak. And it is about whether she can keep pushing deeper into tournaments that once might have seemed just a little out of reach. Eala enters Toronto with far more attention on her than ever before, but she also enters with more credibility than ever before. She has beaten elite players. She has won a major title. She has shown she can respond after setbacks. And now, against the same opponent who stopped her in Melbourne, she has the chance to show how much she has evolved. If she brings the same level of discipline, fire, and confidence that carried her through Washington, Eala could very well extend her golden run in Toronto. For now, the message is clear. The Filipino star is not just enjoying a breakout season. She is chasing something even bigger,